Everyone assumes falling into a black hole kills you instantly. Crushed, gone, the end. That is true for most black holes, but not all of them. There is a specific, real, physically possible scenario where you could cross the edge of a black hole and keep existing for a while. Let's go find out how long. A black hole is not a hole. It's not empty space. It's the opposite. It's too much mass packed into too little space. So much mass that gravity wins completely. Past a certain point, not even light moves fast enough to escape. That point has a name, the event horizon. It is not a surface. It's not a wall. It's a boundary, a line where the math of escape simply stops working. Here's what almost nobody tells you. The danger of a black hole has almost nothing to do with the black hole itself. It's about size. A stellar black hole, the leftover core of a dead massive star, can be just a few kilometers across. A supermassive black hole, the kind sitting at the center of most galaxies, including ours, can be millions of times more massive and billions of kilometers across. Same category of object, wildly different experience. The small one kills you long before you reach the edge. The big one might let you cross it completely unharmed. Picture Sagittarius, a star, the supermassive black hole at the center of the Milky Way, about 4 million times the mass of the Sun. Its event horizon is roughly 24 million kilometers across. That's enormous, larger than the orbit of Mercury. Because it's so large, the gravity changes very gradually as you approach it. Your head and your feet feel almost the same pull. No violence yet, just a long, quiet fall. Here is the part that breaks people's intuition completely. Crossing the event horizon feels like nothing. No flash, no barrier, no warning system in the universe telling you this is the line. You would not feel yourself cross it. There is nothing local to feel. You would just keep falling. Same as before. The only difference is that from this point on, there is no path back out. Not for you, not for light, not for anything. The famous black hole death is called spaghettification. Gravity pulls harder on the part of you closer to the black hole than the part farther away. Stretch that difference far enough, and you get pulled into a thin, long strand. For a small, stellar mass black hole, the stretching happens before you even reach the event horizon. Violently, almost instantly. But for a large, supermassive black hole, that same stretching force is spread out over a much bigger structure. The difference in pull between your head and your feet stays small enough, for long enough, that it doesn't tear you apart at the horizon. You could cross the boundary of a supermassive black hole in one piece. The stretching still comes. It's just delayed, deeper inside, closer to the center. Now here's where it gets strange in a different way. To you, falling in, time feels completely normal. Your clock ticks the way it always has. But to someone watching you from far away, say, a friend safely orbiting outside, you appear to slow down as you approach the horizon. Your image gets dimmer and redder. You seem to freeze, almost, right at the edge, stretched out over what looks like forever. They never actually see you cross. Meanwhile, from your perspective, you already have. You're already inside. Two completely different versions of the same event, both technically correct at the same time. Eventually, no matter how large the black hole, you reach the center. The singularity. This is the part where honest science has to admit something uncomfortable. We do not know what happens there. Our best model of gravity, general relativity, predicts infinite density and breaks down completely at that point. It stops making valid predictions. Some physicists think a full theory of quantum gravity would replace that infinity with something else entirely. A bounce, a remnant, a doorway. Nobody knows. Nobody has ever tested it. Nobody ever will. This is not science fiction filling a gap. It's the actual current edge of human knowledge. So, could you survive inside a black hole? For a moment, yes. Longer than anyone expects. You could cross the horizon of a supermassive black hole in one piece, keep existing, keep experiencing normal time for what might feel like minutes or hours. But survive was never really the right word for the whole trip. It was only ever the right word for the beginning of it. New video every week. Subscribe if you want to know what's waiting at the bottom.